Okie dokie, you're back in Guildrun, and it's time for another one. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what we can do today. Now I should mention we are going to be trying out SS today, where enemies are going to be deadlier, we can only still equip one item per rank, and pretty much the rest of the stuff. However, let's go ahead and jump in. So who do you want to go with today? It's a time for an Arya run, where she will be charging up big, massive energy beams versus someone like Ming, who is going to have basically like a fire aura at the start. And then finally we got Funky, who's going to be throwing out fireballs left, right, and center. They also do like reducing the item cost by 2. So I'm probably going to lean towards Arya for now.
I didn't join your guild alone.
And we're going to be smashing this turtle once again. Now Arya is going to be a mage. She's going to be dealing big energy beams and like debuffs at the same time. And she's got a huge attack range. So let's smash this turtle without further ado. This turtle gets rough every single time. But here we go. One big energy beam coming. And the turtle is toast. Oh yeah. And so I do like this already. Start of combat. Heroes in the back row gain attack speed and crit. On cast, gain magic per type of debuff on enemies. Not sure if we really do want trigger rush 5 times from any source. Probably don't want that either. Drake, come here. You're on sale. I'm going to grab this and I'm going to save the rest for gold. And let's grab a starter kit. And the clock's back again. How's it going there? Mana regen? Permanently? Equip additional item or earn 2 extra shards per surviving hero. Let's take the mana regen and give that straight to Arya. So it looks like we're going to be hanging on to Arya for quite some time. It should be awesome. Now again, she's going to shoot laser beams in direct line. This should be able to shoot directly all the way to the mushroom archer in the background. And I kind of want Dragomir to kind of draw the attention away. And we could also move him over here, but we want him to be the front line for the time being. So Arya can shoot the laser beam directly through the enemies and smash this little mushroom archer. And it's definitely looking a lot more tougher since the enemies are going to be tougher. Now Dragomir does chomp the enemy, giving us some monies, which is amazing. He's paying for himself already. We've got 22 goals, and we do get Zori from the beginning. Now she will permanently scale up her defenses and magic every time she does crit, up to a certain amount per combat. I'm not sure if I want to take Zori, even though she is a B tier unit at the moment. I think I would like to take Gustav. I think Gustav's going to be a nice addition to our team. This guy is just insane. I've taken him pretty much every single time. So I do like having him in the team. We can generate shards. Heroes gain crit and omnivamp. Kind of nice. We don't regenerate shards. I'm going to reroll again. And that's Arya upgrade and half. Which I'm going to be taking also. Rank up to B, and we try to go for a stall build. So on stall trigger, she's probably going to get some magic. After stall 20, 40, and 60, she gets 50% every time that does activate. So she scales up incredibly fast. I say fast, it's really slow, but if we can increase the stall effectiveness, we can make it incredibly fast. But it also makes the beam that a little bit longer as well. Versus something like shielding or inflicting a turbo amount of debuffs. And making our mages deal a turbo amount of debuffs. I'm going to go for a stall team today. Let's see if we can make this work. Now Rowan is going to be an awesome unit to add in for stall as well. So I'm going to freeze this and we might have to sell Dragomir for Rowan. But let's get going. Now do we take the abandoned camp to get ourselves a relic or special item in the future? Or go with special item with defensive property? Well, since we're stalling, I'm going to go this way. Or trying to stall. For greedy gauntlets, on charge generator give all heroes shield. And that could be kind of nice. Let's start combat inflict poison, frost, and burn. On rush trigger, heroes gain 250 shield. So yeah, we're not going to be rushing too much. We don't generate too much shards. No, actually, we could take the greedy gauntlet. And I did kind of want to go for this one with Gustav. But we could also take this, where he gets a shard on cast. And we could get a bunch of shields that way. But that's also some stall triggers going for this one, the Glacier. So I'm just going to take this, start a combat, and inflict a bunch of debuffs. It sounds good to me. Now again, this could be kind of dicey because we want to shoot in a line directly, getting all these slimes. This guy's going to jump to the back line. He's going to deal more and more damage. So we might leave it this way. Potentially. Yeah, let's try it. So I should be able to laser beam these guys. Also, this guy ran directly to Dragomir, which should be kind of nice. Now this will take some time to scale up, and once we start adding in some tanks that do get some stall effects, it's going to be much better for us. Arya with a big old laser beam. It might last longer, but we would like it to be able to rotate towards enemies. That's for sure. Now with Gustav's shields, not bad. Gustav is a super awesome character. At 22 golds, again I'm going to take Rowan because he will have stall effects. And we probably don't need Dragomir anymore. I'm going to take some frontline, starting mana, let's reroll. Start combat heroes gain a 15% maximum health shield. her Mystic. We could also grab Fiona and start scaling up items as well. I'm just going to move on for now. Yeah, I think so. Now, regular encounter versus challenge encounter, enemies heal for 3% max HP. You know what? I'll take it. We'll chance it. We do have emergency rewinds. I do think we could have a good chance to win out. Maybe not, because these guys are going to be jumping to the back line. If we move Arya over here, kind of have her set up the way we had it before. Have Gustav protect Arya as much as possible. And we'll see how we get on with this, because if we lose Arya, we're in trouble. However, the longer the fight goes on, the more Arya's going to scale up. So it should be nice that way. And also with Rowan's trigger effects, with stall effects, we should be able to get that increased HP, and she should have insane magic right now. 140 at this point is kind of madness. However, is it going to be enough to win out? She won't be able to hit all three of them, and she's left shooting in the wrong direction, and that is toast for it. We end up using emergency rewinds, but it should be okay. Every 5 seconds, if there's Vanguard, he was getting 150 shield. That alone might be enough to help us win out. We can't take an extra item because we're missing one item slot. We can get a bit of extra magic, and that is Dragomir upgrade. But I don't really want to upgrade this fella. It doesn't really have any stall effects, so I don't really want to add him in. You can also inflict a lot of burn if you have one Vanguard. I'm going to reroll again. Thanks to Vanguard's gain 45 defense and 200 or 300 max HP. I'm probably just going to end up taking that. Sell Dragomir. Take this as well and just get a bunch of magic. And move on. So the position on this one is a lot more tougher, in my opinion. What if we were to move everyone back? And kind of have Rowan in this position right here. Will he rock up and hit Arya? That's a bit of an issue as well. If you move Rowan in here, you're probably going to be as closer. Yeah, we should try this. Let's try it. Now, you still be targeted by Gustav. You're kind of separated away, which is not great. We do stack up our debuffs. Rowan should be a lot more tankier with our relics and stuff like that, so it shouldn't be too bad at the end of the day. Now, in terms of magic gains, she has gained quite a bit actually already. But we'd love to stack that up even more as well. But this should be much better for us. We did use emergency rewinds for this challenge, but I think it's going to be worth it, and Arya just mashes out. Now, stall triggers 6 seconds faster. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. After stall, give heroes shields. That's also fantastic. It's also fantastic as well, but we're taking stalls. And that's Rowan upgrade I'm taking without even thinking about it. We're just grabbing it immediately. Now, on stall trigger, permanently gain HP and defense. This will also work in backup only, but gives all our tanks and vanguards to defend. I still think I'm going to take this, because we could get some other tanks and vanguards that might have stall effects and just make a super tanky team in front of her. And that should be amazing. Like Skorn here, which is all about building up a shield that will explode enemies as well, and does have some stall effects too. 25 golds. We could sell Gustav for him. And this item as well. Or do we just lock the shop and take Skorn? I think I'd like to get the tank version of Gustav, because he does have 2 stalls as well, which is quite significant. We might freeze the shop. I'm going to grab some Omnivamp, and we grab this as well. Each hero's first attack against an enemy gains 250 crit. I'm not sure if I do want that. It sounds good, but I mean, our guys are not really going to auto attack. Auto attacks don't deal a whole lot of damage, so I feel like it will be a little bit of waste. Let's get moving. On to Rift Puppy. What you got for it? Now, your heroes take damage equal to 15% of max health to start the next combat. Get an epic item, take 30% of your HP to start the next combat. It's only to start though. I also really just enjoy having 25 more shards after the Act boss. Or am I crazy for thinking that? Just having the 25 shards feels like it could be better than just getting a random item. I'm still going to take this. Let me know what you think about this. We still have to trigger stall 6 times. I might set up our team to be like this for now. They're definitely going to run forward. You should be able to shoot this guy and then the Mushroom Archer and maybe this guy, but she'll also hit the Mushroom Archer in the background. The scary thing is they're going to be doing AoEs. Come on, Arya, smash out. She does almost take out. She does take out the Mushroom Archer in the back, and that should be much better for us. All we need to do now is just survive and just trigger stall effects, so we can scale up permanent magic scaling, which has scaled up an absurd amount. I really do like that skill. The problem is, the stalling could be a bit of an issue in the later round, unless we get it going super fast. Potentially, but right now, we lose everyone except Rowan. Holy moly, that was a bit tough for us. She does have a lot of burn though, which is surprising. We did say we wanted Skorn, so we take the fella. We're going to place him in. And magic does scale up his ability, which is kind of nice. Now, do we save our 8 goals? For the auction house, I definitely do think we do so. Onto the campfire. And we could rank up Gustav, but I'm going to take back our emergency rewinds, just to make sure that we do survive. Now this demon is going to get a lot of shields. He's going to inflict burn on all enemies when the demon reaches 50% maximum health. Begins attack speed with a huge shield and inflicts burn on all heroes again. That's a bit scary for it. So I'm going to have the demon target Skorn first. Mainly because this guy will be able to get a big shields, and after a few seconds, he will be applying poison. We've already got this to 4 times, so we just need this 2 more times and then we should be great. But let's go. Let's take on this demon. Can we smash him? Maybe. Skorn should be able to get his effects, inflicting a lot more poison, explode the shields, which he doesn't have a whole lot of shields, so it's not a big enough explosion just yet. But once we start stacking up all the stall effects, it should be able to explode like crazy. And if we give him more and more shields, that'd be nice as well. Well, let's go. Arya should be able to deal some big damage and smash it. Not bad, 78 golds, and we completed our quest. So it looks like we're getting about 4 triggers of that every time. We do have 111 gold, which is amazing. That'd be amazing. 25% magic and 25% mana regen. I mean, that's a fantastic item. Just casting 15 times would be a bit scary for us. Zuri, on stall trigger gain 45 defense. I mean, it's great, but she doesn't really have stall. And you kind of miss out on a lot of scaling with her. But this, on someone like these characters, would be nuts. We still could take her because we do have this, where you get a bunch of defense and max HP on stall trigger as well. But I'm also kind of stacked into getting increase her team size. Now, will we crit 200 times? That could be debatable. I do want to take it. I also kind of want to take this whenever hero inflicts burn, also inflict 50% burn, apply this frost. And when a hero inflicts frost, it also inflicts frost, apply this burn. So essentially, with Arya's ability, she will be inflicting frost and burn. So it's just going to be a big old buff for her. So we'll take it, and I might reroll the shot. The win 4 combats, that's just generally awesome. We'll just get this. I probably will take it. Unless there's something else we do want to take. Now, Grace's ability, which is a stall effect. Okay, maybe we should take this. If that's multiple stall effects. But that's increasing our team size as well. If we sell Gustav, we get not enough, right? We'd have to sell pretty much all our items. All our items in Gustav to take Grace. And this as well. I think it is worth it though. Call me crazy. But I'm going to have to do it. Pretty much all these items. Let's take Grace. Let's take this as well. And now we should have a bunch of freaking stall effects. And this is backup only, but after 10 seconds, Salvation, her ability will target every enemy, and after 20 seconds, it can resurrect heroes. So sounds good to me. Now our tanks have 0 items again, which feels horrible, I'm not going to lie. Now for our team setup, I'm taking Roman in the front, targeting this guy who will stun adjacent allies. We could move him over slightly, maybe that might be better. And then have Skorn in the back, where he's going to be targeted by all of the jumpy dudes. It sounds good to me. Let's go. And he's surrounded by all the dogs. He's got to hold out for us. With Grace in, we should be able to heal everyone as well. She should be able to stall like crazy too. And heal every single person as well. Grace is a character that I would love to build her out. But Arya should be able to get a lot of magic right now. 315, 397. I don't know where I got 15 from. He has skilled up 78 magic, which is kind of nice as well. And not bad. We got 29 golds, and I would love to grab more stuff that pretty much decreases your stall ability. Time it. Now, do we want to grab this? We can also grab Nicholas as well. He gets a bunch of shields. He's not a tank, but he's a Vanguard, so he will get the effect as well. I'm not sure I can really take that item, even though it is fantastic. Wintry Combat's gained a lot of monies. I'm going to grab that. None of these items I do want to take. Rush ability lasts 5 seconds longer. After stall, heroes gain defense and magic for 25 debuffs. I'm going to take it, but we need to start getting some items. Like, genuinely need to get some items. Now, Pollen as well. He does have more stall effects. There's a lot of characters with stall effects. Well, let's move on to the Slumbered Monster. A giant beast snores away peacefully atop the horde of precious items. Collected over the eons, its nostrils bellow smoke with each exhale. This item, it's not worth losing her 5% maximum HP is burn. This is also not great because we don't want to go for attack. So we're probably just going to take the chainmail, which I'm not going to complain about because that is more defenses, which we desperately need. Even though Rowan has quite a bit as well. As for the line, we do want to build with Arya. It would be kind of nice here if she shot through these mushroom archers. So right here would be nice. Except this snake could run forward and then she could shoot kind of slightly off, which feels horrible. And then Grace, she does have a range of 4, so placing her back a little bit where the snakes try not to target her would be nice. Now these guys will call down frost storms, which could be problematic for us. Frost storms, you deal damage to a random enemy, which is not great for us. We'll see. Are we going to be able to survive this? Now Arya shot the line directly across all the snakes. Skorn is right in the center of it, getting all the poison onto him, which is not great. He does get turned to soup, but again, Grace brings it back to life. And that is part of Grace, because she will activate again, literally bring it back to life. I don't know if it's great or just torture, because he's dead again. And here we go again. Come on back. He's gone again. Holy moly, he went flying across the screen. Amazing. Now, we did lose some of our characters, so we end up not getting as much gold as we'd like that. But still, she's kind of nuts, isn't she? No, actually some awesomeness. He was getting 10 defense, permanently skilling. That'd be awesome. Basically getting a bunch more defense. I'm gonna have to sell one of our items, which feels terrible, but this item is going to be correct for us. And we do want to apply 2 Rowan. And then we just move. Now, regular counter versus challenge. Let's go, because we counter this idea much, much nicer. Potentially, hopefully. And Grace is going to place in here. These guys stun and chasing enemies. We could have Skorn over here trying to distract this guy. Let's try it. It might be weird, but I want to see will it work for us. So if he calls down a Frost Storm on Skorn instead, well, Ari just shoots through this whole line. Yeah, he does just call it down over here, and he does draw the rest of the guys over. So nice. That was a nice positioning, in my opinion, except for that laser beam that went straight over the 2 dead little mushroom guys. Now come on back, Skorn. You're not done yet. And holy moly, that laser kind of destroyed those guys. 63k damage. 612 mana. More magic. Nice. After stall, gain monies, inflict 800 frost the first time each enemy reaches 75 stun. Or after stall, stall, and stall, all he hears is magic, magic, and magic. I'm taking it. And that is a Grace upgrade, which we're going to be taking. Rank it up to 8. Now on cast, give other heroes attack and magic. Backup only, start combat, give heroes mana regen, attack and magic. At start of combat, give this hero and adjacent heroes a shield. Shield's nice, makes everyone survive a little bit longer, just in case there's some AoEs and stuff like that. On cast, give other heroes attack and magic. Sounds amazing though at the same time. Just powers up Arya even more. I'm gonna go for this. Shields would have been nice as well, but it is what it is. I'm gonna reroll. Any of these items we do once? Probably not. Probably rerolls cost 1 less. Will be nice because we're spending a lot. Inflict 25 poison, 50 frost, 75 burn on a single target. Start to combat, inflict all the debuffs. That's also an S rank Ming as well. Start to combat, inflict burn on all enemies. Rush abilities last 3 seconds longer. Do we want to take Ming and place him instead of Rowan? Because Rowan still gets the stall effect. And this is an S-class character. And we do have that burn that transforms into frost. He's a Vanguard, so he does benefit from this as well. I think so. It'd be kind of crazy not to take an S rank, right? Let's move on to a guild banner. Now the question is, what do we go for? If we have 2 tanks, we're going to be getting a Vanguard, or do we go for a Mage Relic? I think we actually go for a Mage Relic. Now, whenever a Mage casts, inflict frost to their target equal to 66% of the mana spends. Whenever a Mage casts, inflict 100% burn equal to 100% of the mana cost. Or after stall, Mages permanently gain 6 magic. And that sounds great to me. Just even more permanent scaling, even though it's only on Arya. Now we got the Yanker. He's kind of trying to hide in the back, which is not great for us. Rowan, yeah, this is going to be a bit more difficult for us, because this guy jumps to the back and this guy jumps to the back. So if we keep it this way, Skorn should be brought in. Will Rowan be targeted by this guy? I'm going to take a bit of a risk here and leave Arya right in front lights. Never mind, she's targeted immediately. She could be toast. She does get the shields from Grace though. Yeah, that could have been kind of scary for us. The shields really do save us. That was definitely a bad decision on my part. However, Arya's just cleaning up everything. We should have been able to scale up quite a bit. 160 magic. And it should be amazing for us. Yeah, she's actually kind of cracked, isn't she? I really do like the stall effects. 1,000,000%. We'll see how it actually transforms into the endgame. Now, 45, we'll be taking... Actually, we don't even need Rowan in the back, because we do have that slot as free as well. Need we save our monies? I think I'm going to. Single combat versus rematch. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to take a single combat. Single combat is extremely difficult for us to win out. Now, should we take the single combat for the stall effects? I would love to, because this isn't going to matter to us. And neither is this. I think we have to try, which sounds terrible, And it is probably going to be terrible, but we're sending in Ming, our S ranker. And we're giving him pretty much all our gear, no matter what. Now we will have some backup in reserves, so you should be able to get his shields. And we'll see how we get on. 33,000 HP. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to survive this. He does inflict lots of burn, lots of frost as well, so maybe we can 1v1 his freaking Hydra. The key word is maybe. Now he does inflict a lot of burn with the frost as well, so it is actually looking kind of nice. And with Grace applying the stall fix, it does help out quite a bit as well. Although, this is going to be a super long fight. He is running out of shields, which is kind of scary because we haven't even got him HP or half HP. And I'm not sure we're going to win this 1v1. There's no way. Did we have him on 1 HP? I'm pretty sure we had him on 1 HP. Come on, man. But we have such terrible items. It's not even funny. I want Arya to shoot the line directly into this mushroom archer in the back. By having 5 units, we can kind of nicely spread out our units. AoEs, we could have Grace over to this side. He does have a range of 4, so it's not too bad. And all these AoEs should be able to target different enemies. I'm giving Ming pretty much all our defenses and stuff like that because he is going to be a lot more chunky to deal with. Inflict a lot of burn on all enemies. It should be great. He also takes 0 damage at the start of the fight, which is perfect for his stall abilities. So all in all, our team is looking kind of nice. So we can scale up all our magic on Ari, and then she just explodes enemies. And inflicts an absurd amounts of debuffs as well. Every time she does cast. But not bad. Definitely not bad. 110 golds. Now, at start of combat, inflict 15 frost and all enemies per mage in combat. I will actually take. Inflict 300 burn. Whenever the hull inflicts burn, like 33% more. I'll take it and go to reroll again, and that is Roman upgrade, which I will be gladly taking. Now, after stall magic, just give us a heap of magic. Yeah, we're taking this. So Rowan is going to be part of our team, and that also works for his HP and defense gain. That is going to be incredible for us. Now, burn probably will go on Ming for sure because he doesn't inflict a lot of burn. We still have lots of monies. If there's a major combo heroes active abilities gain 100 crit. I mean, you don't have an active ability, you don't have an active ability. Grace does one. Skorn does have one. And Ari does have one. I'm going to take it because it will just make her deal massive damage potentially. Now, after stall, heroes gain HPs per second. That should be more magic gains. I would really like to add in Funke though, if I'm being honest. Because again, having an extra damage dealer just would be nice. Also, this item seems incredibly awesome. It's either Funke or this, because we could just give this to Arya and just give her a big mana increase every time she does take out an enemy. I think I'm down to take this. I might leave Funke behind then. I might save the rest for goals. Make Rowan just a little bit chunkier. We add this in as well. Get rid of some of her starting mana and let's give that to Grace so then she can cast a little bit faster with those shields. But let's go. On to the campfire. Now the problem of having so much units is it's much harder to rank them all up. Well, let's take this, and I want to rank up Arya as fast as possible. That's for sure. I want to cast gain 1 magic per frost in 8 mana regen and 40 starting mana. Or after stall inflict 109 frost on all enemies. Well, how the hell am I not taking that? That is just insanely awesome. By far. Now it's big old dragon, fire dragon, which will be inflicting burn on all enemies. The dragon's auto attacks inflict burn and hit heroes adjacent to its target. I'm glad we got 3 chunky guys to pretty much take all the damage. Whatever we do not want to make our mages attack together. But the nice thing is, Rowan is going to take a lot of the stall effects or a lot of the taunts, but so does Skorn. Skorn does taunt whenever he uses his ability, so we should be able to keep the dragon taunted back and forth. I'm hoping that it will just keep targeting different guys, or targeting each of these. As long as they don't all clump up together, and they literally clumped up together. Actually, Rowan is separated from the 2 guys, which is nice. With Arya, we should be able to inflict a certain amount of debuffs, lots of frost, lots of burn, and we should be good, right? There's another big explosion, that's 1k frost and burn. And with that 1k frost, we actually lower the dragon's defense by an insane amount. So we should be taking more and more damage, and hell yeah. Not bad. We managed to get to the ends, taking out the big old dragon with this stall Arya team. She dealt 102k damage. The real question is, how far can we get down the depths? Yeah, that could be a bit of a problem for us. Now on stall trigger, deal 8 damage to all enemies for each rush you trigger. On rush trigger, gain 8 lasting shields. That's not that great. We trigger stall a bit more than rush, so yeah, it's not going to be a whole lot of damage. We probably don't want to look at these because we won't be able to get an increase in our team anyways. We have no warriors, inflict 20% more frost. Is that worth an item on Arya? The item on sale I will actually take though. I'm going to reroll. Do we want to take Rana? Probably not. Also, mana regen. Giving a mystic as well. For 20 times. Heroes gain 25% attack speed. We got the exact same relic as well, which is kind of funny. We also got Pimenta, Poison Stall tank, who will be pretty much a duelist. And will be able to inflict a lot more debuffs as well, which is kind of nice actually. Now on cast, inflict frost to the nearest enemy. I also really like that too. I'm going to grab both of these items. I'm going to reroll again. Funke is back, but he's not upgraded at all. Mages and Mystics gain 50 magic and 4 mana regen. It's also another Mystic Glyph. Holy moly, the magic regen will be nuts. I mean, that's 26 on you alone. If we put it on Grace, we can have her casting for 7 million years with absurd amounts of shield. I gotta take her, right? We'll see how much mana magic regen she's gonna have. 63 per second. I mean, her ability is 120 mana, so every 2 seconds she should be able to cast. And then we just give her this as well. So now she's gonna be inflicting 12 frost on top of it. 69, a nice amount of mana regen. And we can also grab Sal. And have Sal in the background, so we should be able to inflict a lot more debuffs. Never mind, 90 golds. We can never, ever, ever do that. And when the holder inflicts poison, could be kind of nice. Crit 10 times, get charged on attack, 25 magic. I think we're pretty much gonna have to run with this team. We have triggered stall 91 times. It's nice to see how much times we've actually done it. Something else we want. Actually, I might sell this item. Sell this item and just take this relic. Mages and Mystics gain a lot of magic. He does have 457. But maybe it might be better to give all this mana regen to Arya. Just have her pop off instead of Grace. Let's take it. She does have 22 if we move this over, right? How much does she get? 57. Grace goes down to 26. But Grace will shield us and keep us healthy and make sure that everyone is... She has 75 right now. And she will be resurrecting everyone. It seems good to me. Let's go with this. Now we want to create some lines. Most of all with Grace. I mean, shooting these guys in the backgrounds is #1 priority. Most of all. Is there a way that I can guarantee it? I mean, maybe not. We could keep it this way, then have our team kind of spread out. Which would probably be best because these guys stun our units. So it's nice having a backline unit so they don't get stunned. Let's try this. Let's try this. Let's see if Arya is going to explode the units. Potentially. Lots of AoEs onto us still. Ming is going to be awesome and everyone just explodes. Just like that. 144k damage from Skorn. That's nuts. With Grace's mana regen, she just shields like crazy. And gives Skorn a bunch of shields. So then he can literally explode and deal an absurd amount of damage. Yeah, this is nuts. Really didn't expect this to be the way that we went with this. Now, if we went full on Skorn's ability, wouldn't that just be insane? I really do like the mana regen on Grace alone though, which can stack up those shields. Not too crazy shields by any means, but it's enough to make Skorn explode and just murder face everything. It might actually be too fast, right? 260 magic gains. Now we could go for an S rank hero. Random epic relic. What do we want to go for an S rank? Another mage? Another mystic? The thing is, we could take out Rowan. Yeah, let's go for an S rank hero. We could take out Rowan. He does have a lot of stall effects, which is kind of nice for pretty much all our characters. But do we go for tank or Vanguard? We'll have a quick look actually. We can see for Vanguards. So essentially, Fiona turns into Vanguard. She's not a Vanguard though. Nicholas is a Vanguard. We would kind of lose out a little bit because he's all about pretty much scaling up with that. Not great for us. He's a tank, which is all about scaling up as well. So that could not be great for us either. But it's between those two, isn't it? Or we could also get Rip. Can't forget about Rip. He's amazing. So maybe go Vanguard. Vanguard for Rip or Nicholas. Because we can still get to stall effects. And then Vanguards get a big, huge buff. More of this as well. Now, what's the tank upgrades actually? Stall, we can still get this. Defense on Frost could also be fantastic as well, actually. Maybe I'll go tanks. And just get Yuri. Yeah, let's go tank. We'll get Zori. I keep calling her Yuri. Does she have any backup abilities? God, she has 0 backup abilities. That's not great for her. She does have a stall ability. Try to combat with the heroes in the back rows. They gain a terrible amount of defense. That sounds good to me. We're going to place her in over Rowan. Because Rowan does have a backup ability that will help us all. And we do want Zuri in the backline, giving him a certain amount of defense. The rest of our guys, 75% increased defense. I just want to see how much Ming is going to get, because that's 500 defense. 1k defense from this alone. Ming is amazing. Now, as for Arya, she does get about 400 defense, and Grace 400 defense. This ability here could make us go super far into depths. By far. Now, I'm terrified to leave her over here by herself, so we might have to move Arya over to the right side. Yeah, seems pretty good to me. Let's go. Now, Skorn will eventually be taken out, although actually, with Rowan's ability, he does get a lot of max life, insane amounts of defense, and still explodes. I mean, this looks generally insanely strong. 305k damage alone from his ability. This ability is cracked. I was expecting Arya to be the MVP, but Skorn is the freaking MVP. Yeah, we just made him extremely more powerful by giving him all his defense. By far. We got these goofy goobers. Let's see if we can smash him out. Will we be able to take him out? They do have a lot of HP. 50k, 1 explosion, and they're all gone. Hell yeah. Now we do have 450 magic gains, which is kind of nice. Choose an epic item. We'll be taken. We could have actually went for the retrain though. Now we could go for tank. Holy moly, 15% more defense. On auto attack, inflict poison. The holder gains 1 defense and magic per stall trigger. 151 defenses, or 15% with 90. Problem with that is, when is a calculator? It's a calculator at all times. So if it works with this, 15% of 500 is basically going to be like 15 and 575 more block or defense with another 90, so it should be a lot more than this. But this also scales up magic as well, which will increase this too. I'm going to have to take this, I think, right? Am I crazy? You can also give tank to one of our units as well, making them extremely tanky. But this alone, I gotta grab it and give that to Skorn, because he should be able to explode. He's got a lot of magic, 76 shields. He's going to get a massive shield. Let's go for it. We definitely have an awesome team. Zuri does have to walk up quite a bit as well. But how much defense does Skorn have? 2k. 1 explosion, everything gets murdered. And we're on depth 16 as well, by the way. 750k damage. I mean, even Arya is only doing 23k damage. But see how much damage this guy's actually been fighting. I'm happy enough with our team layout. Should be great. We should be able to explode just in a couple more seconds. 48k shields and explosions. Yeah, this is cracked. 500k damage. Now we are in depth 18, where things are starting to get a little bit dicey for us. But let's go. Let's see, can we bring it in? We also have almost 1,000 frost. We do have 1,000 frost. So those goobers didn't even stand a chance. They got smashed immediately. No, I really wish we could have upgraded Skorn, if I'm being honest. Omnivamp, Rare Relic, or an epic item. Let's go for an epic item again. If we get another one to increase their defense, that'd be nice. I mean, 20% of primary stats for each of the holders' classes. So with that, if you don't know, it will give us more defense on our tank if you apply it. If you have a tank Vanguard, you get max HP defense. If you have a mage and mystic, you get magic and mana regen and so on. So multi-classing is really, really awesome for this. Start of combat, lose 25% HP, not interested in. On auto attack, deal bonus damage equal to burn. Would be kind of nice, but I'm going to take this and we're giving that to Skorn, so he's going to have even more defense, which should be even more fantastic. By far. Skorn, really just MVP of this whole run so far. I say whole run, the whole end game. Him by himself, literally, double explode. Wait, he's taking his sweet time. Wait, did he even explode? Did he just get stunned over? There's no way. Arya just came in clutch as well, dealing a lot of damage. He should have scaled up a lot by now, right? 557, 838. That's a lot of numbers. Let's go. Now, can we still go? 1 big explosion. Okay, that's the first time now everything has been murdered by that explosion, right? What's that the last case as well? Maybe. Maybe if the shields got deleted super fast. I mean, maybe we should put this on Skorn. Getting all that shields. I don't think so. We keep moving. I do like the shields on Ming because eventually his thing will run out, so he starts taking damage and then he just has lots of defenses. Yeah, the explosion is only going so far right now. We should be able to get a lot more skilling and we should be able to still keep going. 1 big goober and he does explode. Now, by the end of it, you definitely have more than that by the end of it, right? Because every time this does activate, it is 50% applied. Magic boost? Just give that to freaking Skorn. Attack speed boost or an epic item? Let's go with an epic item. Maybe the magic boost might have been better for us. Vanguard glyph. After stall, gain 33% basic stats. That seems amazing. The holder's rush abilities trigger or last for 5 seconds longer, giving Ming basically 5 seconds longer of invincibility. I mean, that just seems broken. Are we surviving until 40 seconds anyway? I'm not sure. I might just take this. I think this might be the most beneficial for us. Having Ming take 0 damage for a lot longer sounds good to me. Now, we'll see if we're going to be able to survive this. If we move you over slightly, you might still just target Ming. Sounds good to me. Giving him a chance to get those shields stacked up. I'm just afraid of Arya just being one-shot randomly. But Grace can bring back units as well, by the way. So, as long as Grace survives, we can bring back her units. And you see how much damage this dealt. 2 million. Skorn literally hit for 2 million damage. And he's only rank B at the same time. Probably the best B ranker you'll ever see. He's kind of like a little assassin for us. He's slamming the backgrounds, he does taunt everyone, and then explodes and just murder faces everything. It should be great for us. By far. And smash it. This time was much, much less. Let's keep it going though. And with the goobers, I'm really hoping that we can build up the shields on Skorn. He does get 100k shields. He should be able to explode. I don't know how much damage he does. Actually, why don't we just check the numbers? It was only 200k damage. But must have been a big old crit that he got the 2 million. Maybe. Although, he will explode again. Does he cut? Wait, that's 2 million. There's no way that disability... It actually activates multiple times. What the hell was I thinking? He dealt 2 million damage. Now, this ability does trigger multiple times, so it's really, really fantastic. Making him basically mortal as well. This Skorn is insanely strong. By far, one of the better abilities I've seen so far. I thought Gustav was kind of nuts. Now, crit boost? Should we just give Skorn crit? I'm actually going to go and give Skorn that crit. Because if we get into crit, that's going to do so much more damage. Hell yeah. Let's get it. Now, we should have 79% crit. So we'll see. Will this be the end of this? I'm not sure. Because we should be able to get a big explosion, take it out the backline units, and with the backline units gone, we should be safe. Continue on. I wonder how far we can actually get down with this team, because it's looking pretty darn decent, and I really didn't expect the stall team to be doing so well. And without Skorn, I don't think we would 3 million. Yep, correct. He's just insanely strong. Well, let's go. Also, what is really, really strong is also Rowan's ability. Giving us so much max HP, so much defense. On pretty much. Wait, we lost Grace. Wait, this could be the end of us. How did we lose everyone? Wait, hold on. Ming? And Yuri? There's no way. Zuri. God damn, I keep mixing up her name. She actually does win out first. I kind of wish we could run that back and kind of just see exactly what happened. Was it just that we got randomly targeted? Or was it AoEs? Well, these guys have insane defense, by the way. 1k basic damage, remove all debuffs. We'll see how this goes. Now maybe I should move Skorn back just a little bit so it guarantees that he does survive. Has massive shields, he taunts everyone, he should explode, dealing some big damage. But is this... Are we still going to be able to keep going? I mean, we should be able to, right? Arya does have 4k magic, which is madness. And he does explode, dealing an absurd amount of damage. Casual 3 million, not bad. This was an insane team so far. Now, do you want to go for a retrain? I wish there wasn't a way to just rank up someone like Skorn. Because there is S rank heroes that you can get. But there's no way to improve your characters apart from just giving them stat boost. Because 40 HP per second really isn't going to do much, is it? And I don't really want to retrain anybody. We could get rid of this one when on attack deal damage to adjacent enemies. Could be kind of nice. Also, Zuri is not a scoff at. She's actually incredible. She scaled up a lot of defenses by herself. Just by critting. Yeah, I'm definitely sleeping on this character as well. The characters in this game are amazing. Let's actually go for a retrain. A retrain. And I'm going to go for Zuri. I'm going to get rid of Spiked. Now, targets tanks gain defense against enemies with poison. That sounds incredible. Start combat with heroes in the back row to gain 100% crit and stealth. If the heroes in the front row, they gain defense. But we can't have her in the back and front, unfortunately. When out attacked, inflict frost. That's also great, but tanks gain more defense. Seems great to me. that's going to give even more defense. 4k defense, by the way. We lost Arya immediately. Skorn does survive. Grace is still alive. Not anymore. And that's the end of this. Now, maybe position could have saved us there at the end. I also realized I had an item outside, which is not great. However, this was a super fun team, and Skorn was amazing. 2 million damage block. Like an absurd amount of damage block. And who knew that this B ranker was the best of our team? 15 million damage dealt, 50k damage taken, crits landed, 263 auto attacks, Grace with 406 and best auto hit from Zuri. However, I'm going to leave it here for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. I'm enjoying the video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, or even subscribe, and I hope to keep a look out for the next one. I'll see you next time.